Running never did much good. Hiding doesn't last forever. You can't run faster when it's you you're running from. So you throw your hands up like doves to the setting sun. Somewhere down the stars are falling like dews upon a thin black veil. You'll find the mysteries enthralling. 5 seconds seems like 5 billion years. 10,000 galaxies away, yet still so near.
Welcome to Karen Holton's podcast. Karen permanently lost 178 pounds and found happiness and success by following her own advice. She has now developed that advice into the quantum health transformation. Heal, evolve, and thrive. Karen's website offers a free webinar workshop series, and you'll also find tools, methods, and practices to assist you to become the change you want to see in the world. She believes that we are all connected. Heal the planet by healing yourself. Connect with Karen at her website, KarenHoltonHealthCoach.com, and through Facebook at Facebook.com/Quantum Health Transformation. Now for the podcast.
Okay, I'm trying something a little different. I'm sitting here outside and it's just so lovely and the sun's out and there's a gentle breeze and it's just really lovely. Trees are swaying and this is such a nice environment to allow for myself. You know, we all got to take time out for ourselves. We all have to create magic moments every day for ourselves so that we can thrive. And we got to take the responsibility for arranging wonderful moments in our life, and we can do that. And I'm sitting here outside and I'm looking at a cell phone tower, and I got to thinking, you know, I like to keep up to date on what's going on, and so I don't actually watch any mainstream fake news because it's all fake news as far as I'm concerned. It's so ridiculous I can't watch it. So I turned to the alternative fake news, and that would be YouTube videos. And so, you know, I've watched quite a lot of material on, you know, why the Earth is a sphere, and I've seen a lot of material on why the Earth is flat. And this is all valid, well-documented, well-researched information. You want to know anything? Go to a wackadoodle, because we're so far down our rabbit hole. We become experts in our field, and there's a lot of really good experts out there. Don't discredit them because they may not look the way the fake news on mainstream TV looks, okay? Anyway, I've seen a lot of evidence, so also all kinds of evidence from unbiased sources, well, sort of, like, for instance, weather cameras they have around the world and things like that. And so we know the sky's changed. We know there's so many weird things happening. And when you look at like a dozen completely different, like for instance, you take geoengineering and you take Nibiru and you take 5G's killing us and you take we may not be in orbit anymore. Why are they using a fake sun? And you go on and on and on. And after a while, seriously, you could blow something. That is not good for your health to have that much negative information. But anyway, very curious. I'm a map maker. I go into all areas, especially forbidden areas, and I find out what's going on. And then I report back to the people who can't let themselves do that yet. And I also give a bit of a balanced view to it. Those of you who've seen my videos and read my material, you know about the nubby ball that is a construct that I use to illustrate things. And so these are all nubs on the nubby ball, and they're all on the shadow side. You know, you got to swing it back over to the positive side. So anyway, I was thinking about all these things and going, holy shit, you know, this is really grim. And I went, but you know what? How can there be so many different perspectives that are so valid? I mean, really, if you took it all too seriously, we should all be dead. Agenda 21 and on and on and on, you know. And the eugenics movement, by the way, is real. It's one of the first things they teach you when you take soft and wet sciences. getting back to the cell phone tower I'm looking at, there's all these different perspectives. And I thought, how can they all be? Because we wouldn't exist if they were all valid and happening and holy shit, take that and all the natural disasters and on it goes. And so I thought, what it is that we don't know how powerful we are. We're so powerful. Each one of us has our own universe. Each one of us has our own everything. And so we are affecting reality in our reality. But we come together like Venn diagrams on Earth and the three-dimensional, and we're also disrupting each other's. But this is all going on. And so some of these, I don't want to call them wackadoodles, although I do self-identify as a wackadoodle. Some of them are just so lovely, like, for instance, Matt Rogers, Skywatcher. Oh, what a beautiful person. Oh my God, he's such a beautiful soul. And I love watching his stuff, but I had to kind of take a little break from it because it's just on and on and on about the negative. And it's forgetting how powerful we are. Oh my God. And so, long story short, I've been a little bit concerned about the 5G in my neighborhood and living so close to the cell tower. And it's just how it is right now. I thought, what can I do for myself as a really all-powerful being? And I thought, well, one thing I can do as an all-powerful being is I can create in another dimension, because it would be a bit awkward in this dimension. And also for me, it's much easier to create, in the fifth and sixth, and then anchor it into the third, and I get the benefit. So why not, eh? I mean, what's the point of having all this knowledge and wisdoms if you can't use it practically every day? So I was out for a walk and the sun was beating down on me and I could really feel the intensity of the rays, a little bit much for me. But, I get out there and I need to expose myself so I adapt to it. And also, where can you hide anyway, right? So what I did was in the fifth and sixth is I created, and I teach quantum entanglement. If any of you want to know how to do this, it's really not hard. But I created in the fifth and sixth dimension a sphere that completely surrounded my body with lots and lots of wiggle room. And I anchored it in 3 places to my physical body in the 3-dimensional. And I developed it. It's very beautiful. It's like mother of pearl. It actually does look like mother of pearl, but it's always sort of swirling and changing in these pastel-y rainbow colors. It's very, very beautiful. And I thought, okay, well, I have to, design it the way I need it to be for the 3-dimensional. So one would be that I wouldn't physically be aware of it with my normal senses and stuff in the 3-dimensional, and also it doesn't interfere with movement or anything, and no one else can see it. The beauty of that is that it's there, but it doesn't cause me any awkwardness. And so I also did some self-hypnosis on myself and told myself every time I go out for a walk, which I love to do as often as I can, that it would strengthen my shield and that it would adapt to whatever's trying to come into my field 24/7, no matter whether I'm thinking of it or not. And that would include any malevolent beings or even benevolent that want to, screw with my chemistry and stuff or my perceptions or anything, because this is my realm and I'm here. I chose to be here. Basically, nobody can do anything to you unless you agree to let them. And that goes for government, everything, all forms of oppression. I know it sounds harsh, and don't make me go into all explaining right now about that. That's a different topic. So anyway, I made this thing to be semi-permeable. I can decide anything that I want to go out, clear from it and go out of it, and it protects me against it coming back in. I can use it for 5G protection. I can use it for solar protection. Although, that the caveat, well, not caveat, but one of the things I put into it was the intention that it would allow in anything that's good for me or for my highest good or for the highest good of humanity, et cetera, right? And not just humanity. My worldview is long, long gone. I have much more than that. It's the view from the bug's perspective, from the animal's perspective, from the tree's perspective, from the flower's perspective, even from the cell tower's perspective. Okay, so anyway, getting back to all these what it's called conspiracy theories, but that's actually just a name that's been dubbed, just like marijuana was given to cannabis and it created a construct that was false. And so the same thing with conspiracy theories. It's a construct that's false, meant to contain and discredit unacknowledged officials and experts. All these people are manifesting all this shit all around us all the time. And there is some overlap. And so it's good to shield oneself. And I also do a lot of work with orgone generators. And I am really got me some cool collection going on here. And oh my God, the influence it has on my life. Like everything it says in the Crystal Bible about crystals and other works like that is true. It's totally true. You know, you just have to allow just a tiny, tiny space for that truth to come into your life. Anyway, there's so many wonderful things we can be doing. And then if you go to my homepage and my website, www.KarenHoltonHealthCoach.com, you'll see what my main point is on being here. What's my mission? What's my work? And it's a lovely job. Oh my God, I have the best job in the world. What I do is, the basic principle is to become the paradise we want to see in the world. So we can all agree on bringing paradise, anchoring paradise into the here and now. So it doesn't matter what it looks like, because paradise looks different. The desert has different kind of paradise than the jungle. It's all good, right? And it all is paradise. We don't even have to think about what that doesn't include, because it's not allowed here. This is sacred space. And so it's to create paradise within, mental, physical, emotional, the chemical balances within, the health, the tone, the frequency of the body, how it's connected and housed in with our souls and our oversouls. Very interesting. And so I'm trying to demystify all this stuff by seeing it in more practical quantum terms and then teaching people about it. So if you're interested in knowing more, please do contact me. In the meantime, get busy building your shields. I mean, yeah, I would love to have a Faraday cage that encompasses my bed. But actually, you know, this is much more easier to have my shield. And every time I go out for a walk, it strengthens, it adapts, it grows with me. Because in the 5th to 6th, you can do that. And so why not start building stuff in the 5th and 6th, guys? It's going to make your life better and make everybody else's lives better. Because, everyone agrees, oh no, we don't like this shit wagon going on with our beautiful planet and everything. And we all agree we don't want that stuff. But you know what? Don't think about that so much. Just bring in more in. Instead, start creating peace within. Start creating health within. Start changing who you are for the better. And what happens is you become a better person. You influence everybody around you. They influence everybody around them. And we create a new earth. Oh my gosh, there's a lovely little puppy dog come to visit me. So it's a good place to sign off. So until the next podcast, I love you all. I love you all. I really, really do. I feel you in my heart. I know you're out there, and I'm so proud of you. It really touches my heart. You really keep me going. Thank you. Thank you for being.
Lion only makes you hurt. Denying only makes it worse. Love and surrender seem the fastest way to bring an end to bitter, painful days. Somewhere, John, the stars are falling like jewels upon a thin black veil, and you will thrill to hear your calling. 5 seconds seems like 5 billion years, 10,000 galaxies away, yet still so near.